What is going on, and Happy New Year, my YouTube family. Sergeant Graybeard at Graybeard Gaming Group. Today is Friday, January 1st, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, my friends, we want to take some time and go over some of the feedback you've given us over the last few days in regards to exotics, as well as some of your favorite missions to farm, and how you've been able to get some of the best gear in the game so far. Now, if you happen to be visiting our channel for the first time, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. So as we start today's video off, I want to take a few minutes and give you a sincere thank you for all of the support you've given this channel since we started at the beginning of April of last year. It's been absolutely amazing how you've welcomed us into this community. Most of you that have been coming to this channel for a while know that one of my main goals was to create a gaming environment where people work together, and how this community has really, come together in regards to helping each other out has been absolutely amazing. And as we start the year off, I just want to remind you that here at this channel, everyone is welcome. I don't care about age or gender or skill level. None of that matters. I want you all to know you have a place here where you can express your opinions, and ideally, we all work together to try to get certain things solved. And so far, my friends, we've been able to do just that. I mean, there are so many times where I will post a video and in the comments section, you'll have players helping each other out. And the fact that you've chosen this forum to do that means the world to me. There are going to be so many great things happening here at the channel over the next 12 months. I can't wait to share it with you. We are also going to be announcing our next big giveaway on Monday, January 4th. And by far, it's the best one we've had yet. With that being said, my friends, let's now get into today's video. To be honest with you, I could go on and on about all the things that are upcoming, but as you've heard me say numerous times in the past, we are just getting started here, and I am so thankful you're a part of this family. So as we start off things today, first thing I want to say is I love where the game is at right now. With these new weapons and items and gear that came with TU12, I'm having so much fun with the different builds, and I know a lot of you are feeling the same way out there. The other great thing I've noticed is that there are a lot of new players reaching out to me who just started playing this game, and one of the most frequently asked questions is, where can you get the best loot? Is it missions, control points, like where do you get the best stuff? Now, the first thing I'd like to mention is keep in mind all of this is RNG. You're going to have some great sessions where you're getting God rolled items nonstop. You'll also have sessions where, let's say you're playing challenging or heroic, and you'll just get garbage for 3 hours straight. However, having said that, I have found that the most consistent way to get some good gear, and a lot of you have shared the same feelings as well, is to be running missions and control points and find the ones that you can really get through pretty quickly. And I'm saying that so you can really maximize the time in which you have to play this game. So first off, I'm showing you two of my favorite control points. The first one was Sleeping Giant, and this one is MLK Memorial Library. You can see on the screen now the third one I'm showing you is Crash Site. It's located in the East Mall, and the reason why I've chosen these three is all three of these locations have great vantage points where you can deal with both waves of NPCs. A few more great control points I'd like to point out, and this is from the feedback you've given us. Ones that you really enjoy are Riverside Gas Station, No Hope Hotel, and Toxic Alley. The next question a lot of you have sent, and again, these are people who are new to the game or just coming back, is what type of build do you run when you're farming? And to be honest with you, it all depends on the mission or control point that you happen to be running when you're looking for certain items or gear. A great example I can give you is this mission right here. Lincoln Memorial is by far my favorite mission to run in the game. First of all, you face 4 named bosses before you clear the thing, and secondly, I happen to be able to get through this thing pretty quickly. Now, the only reason I can say that is because I've done this mission hundreds of times, and because of that, I know the timing of the NPCs, so I have the ability to get through this, like I said, at a really quick pace. And one thing I'd like to mention really quick in regards to the footage you're watching, you can see here I'm running a DPS build based around the Scorpio shotgun, and it's just shredding NPCs, but right here I'm playing on my own. However, when I'm playing in a group, whether it's matchmaking or a dedicated group I have, I typically run with a skill build because I seem to be more proficient when I'm running with that when I'm with other people. And that, my friends, brings me back to something I said previously is really take your time and learn these builds. I mean, if I go back like 6 months, all I did is run a rifle build. I had Sawyer's knee pads on, I ran a rifle build, I sat back and just lit people up from afar. However, once I took my time and I really learned how a lot of these builds worked, how to properly put them together, how to stack this with that and all these things, it really changed my gameplay and made it that much more enjoyable. And really quick, I'd like to mention a few other missions that a lot of you have said you enjoy running. Right there, you saw some footage from Wall Street. Here we have Viewpoint Museum, and there's also the Grand Washington Hotel, and your favorite stronghold seems to be District Union Arena. And as always, my friends, please feel free to leave any of your favorite missions, control points, whatever it is in the comments down below, because it truly does help a lot of gamers that are just starting up with this game. One of the next questions I want to answer has to do with just for farming for exotics, and a lot of you are wondering what are the best ways to do that. In my opinion, and from my experience, it's either farming control points on heroic or running missions in succession. So starting off with control points, what I do when I start a gaming session is I open up my map, I push up on the directional pad, and that shows me where the targeted loot that I may be looking for is located that day. Now, as I'm sure all of you know, in the summit, you can choose any targeted loot you want. However, from my experience and also from the feedback you've given me, a lot of you have not had the best luck finding good gear while farming in the summit. Which, my friends, brings me back to farming for control points when you're looking for something. So in this area, you can see the marksman rifle is the targeted loot in that area. So if I'm looking for the Mantis or the Nemesis, this is a spot I'd hit up. Now, the goal with these control points is to be able to do them on heroic if possible, because you do face 2 named enemies. If you can't do it on your own, I suggest setting your world to heroic, calling for backup, and waiting for somebody to give you a hand. Now, when it comes to missions, it's a little bit different. So right here, I'm at Space Administration HQ, and you can see the assault rifle is the targeted loot. So this would be a great mission to farm on a day where you may be looking for the chameleon or the capacitor, either one of those exotic ARs. Now, my recommendation is doing this. If you're going to run the same mission over and over again, change the difficulty in between attempts. Now, I have done videos just showing you how to do this previously. I will make sure I leave that in the description down below. Now, please keep in mind that this farming method isn't a guarantee that you will get an exotic to drop, but for some reason, this has been my experience, and we've heard from some of you as well that it does seem to increase the chances of it happening. Finally, my friends, I want to talk about matchmaking in the game. Now, let me know down below what your experience has been like with that. For me, recently, it's been great. I've been able to find some great groups. There really hasn't been any waiting, so I know initially there were a lot of issues, but a lot of those seem to have been solved. There also seems to be a real benefit in matchmaking when it comes to farming in the summit. Now, for some reason, we've heard from a lot of players who typically play solo, and I've said that's what I usually do, and my luck on my own in the summit has not been that great with the loot that I'm getting. However, recently, one thing I've noticed is that when I go into the summit with a group, it seems to make the loot that I'm getting better. I don't know if that's the case for you. Let me know in the comments down below. But if you are playing on your own and struggling with the quality of loot that you're getting, you may want to try matchmaking. Hopefully it can help. One more thing I'd like to mention in regards to matchmaking, and this is really for the new players out there, is make sure at the end of the mission, don't just leave, because so many times other players are going to drop items or weapons that you may want, and if you take off, you will not be able to pick them up. Having said all of that stuff, my friends, I think we're going to start to wrap this video up. Now, the goal is this. Hopefully between now and Monday, we should hear from the division via Twitter, and they should let us know if there's going to be a state of the game next week. At this point, the only thing we know, and we still don't have an exact target date, it should be in the first week of February, but that's when they're going to be launching Title Update 12.1, which will bring Codename Nightmare, as well as the upgrades for the next-gen systems. Now, for those of you that have been asking when are they going to make the change with optimizing your weapons in regards to making it less expensive, we don't know that as yet. It was brought up last week in one of their statements via, one of their forums. Hopefully within the next week or so, we should get an idea. Obviously, as soon as I hear any information that I can pass along to you, I will, and I really think that's going to do it for the first video of the year, my friends. As always, my friends, this is where I want to take a moment and thank you again for everything that you have done for this channel. It's been incredible. It's been such an awesome year in regards to the way you've welcomed us into this community, and we cannot wait to continue to bring you the best content possible. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are new to this channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, feel free to hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourself, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.